Hi everyone, this is Yogan again. So, today I'm going to be talking about self-judgment. Self-judgment. So for me, I've had a recent experience which is why I'm talking about this. And it's interesting because I was judging the way that I was acting and the way that I was speaking. And once I did self-forgiveness on that point of I'll just say it. I forgive myself for allowing myself to judge myself on how I act and how I speak. And so within that, when I look back now on how I was for that, it was about maybe 2 hours. For those 2 hours, I would have been a completely different person. I would have been just fine. I would have experimented in ways of speaking just to see. I would have tried different things. Instead, I was in self-judgment for that period of time. And yeah, that's why I'm doing this vlog, because that's an interesting point. How, if I would have realized that in the moment, that I was judging myself on how I was speaking, how I was acting, and I would have forgiven that immediately, things would have been different. So now I'm doing it because it's after the fact, and I did writing on that point. And even now, how I'm speaking and how I'm acting right now is a little bit different than usual. And within that difference, that's where the self-judgment arises. And that's where my opportunity to forgive is. I notice that my voice is different, something to doing with, something in my throat, I guess, I don't know exactly. But not just noticing that, how there's that point of self-judgment and the opportunity for me to not judge myself and just to be myself. So yeah, that self-judgment, I mean, it's something really nasty in a way, that is really not necessary whatsoever. There really is never a need or reason or circumstance to judge yourself. To judge how you are, how you act, how you look, how you speak, any aspect of yourself. And within that point, let's say, where you don't judge yourself, that's when you're actually able to try different ways of looking, speaking, and acting freely and creatively. And that's what I see within me as that potential, as what would have been that potential for those 2 hours. It's funny because in English you have the word criticize, and it's pretty similar to the word judgment. And I'm not sure if we have another way of describing self-judgment, but it would sort of imply self-judgment could be the same as self-criticism, when really we're looking at two separate points entirely. One where it's just pure self-judgment, where it's just this negative outlook on yourself. That's what self-judgment is. It is a negative look about yourself, a perception about yourself. And criticism, that could be maybe something more constructive, to provide more feedback. But what we're looking here is without self-judgment, without that negative outlook on yourself, then you're actually free to explore and create ways of being and acting and doing. And within that point of creativity, I don't really see a need even for criticism, you know? All you really need is an understanding and awareness, and just be aware of the cause and then the effects. How your actions, how your being affects your environment, affects your reality. That's all. It doesn't require anything more or less than that. So definitely I suggest to let go of all self-judgment within you. Stop it in the moments if it comes up. And may you learn from my experience, as I will surely be learning from my own experience and be applying this in my life. You can join us through Desteni, the Desteni Forum. We're all there. See you around. Have a good one.